allow me to suggest that your benchmarks don't matter. Hear me out. Is it important that you manage and understand your own numbers? Absolutely. Should you know your outreach retention or outreach conversion? Yes. Should you know how many people see your posts? Yes. Should you know how many people apply to a given job or your average applicants per requisition? Unequivocally. However, what good does it do you to know what someone else gets for those numbers? Let's get specific. Let's talk about conversion rate. That is, a sourcer, a recruiter, reaches out to a stranger, some percentage of them respond back. How many convert from strangers to prospects? Now let's say you've talked to all your recruiters and you have, on average, a conversion rate of 7%. Not great, not bad, 7. Now let's say your competitor has a conversion rate of 10%. That is significantly better. The difference between 7% and 10% is like a 30% bump. That's meaningful, that is clear. However, why do they have a different number? Is it because they just released a new product that's super cool? It's gotten all the mentions in the press this month? Maybe. Is it because that their stock price is having a great time and yours is very stable? Maybe. Is it because they have a different strategy than you do, where they're not reaching out to 100 people a day, but instead reaching out to 5 people a day, but they target those individuals so that when they reach out, they have a higher likelihood of getting a response? Maybe. But what good does it do to know that they have better numbers than you? I mean, can you change those things? Can you make the stock price go up? Can you make a better product? Can you change your entire company's talent strategy? No. That's like saying, I live in New York and we have a certain rainfall, but I look over in Las Vegas and they have a much lower rainfall. They're much drier. Gosh, I wish I was dry. Well, that's the end of that conversation, because unless you're planning on building the Rocky Mountains next to New York City to squeeze all the moisture out of the clouds, what does it matter? These are numbers designed to make you crazy. They're not doing you any good. They're not giving you insight of what you could be doing. The only numbers that matter are your own. And the only thing that really you should be focused on is elevating them up as much as you can. Your circumstance, your context is unique. Your company size, your company makeup, your industry, just the day of the week is gonna change relative to your competitors. So the more you obsess about your benchmarks and how they compare to others, how they stack up to others, the crazier it's gonna make you and the less great work you're going to be able to do. So stop focusing on the things you can't control. Stop focusing on other people's benchmarks and focus on how you can optimize your own. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button, big red button down here. You can always subscribe to my newsletter. It's employerbrandheadlines.substack.com. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.